So I had 2 weeks vacation time, and I decided to spend that the best way I knew how. I knew for a fact I got great attention in the Philippines. I got mad attention in the Philippines. I was, you know, as Uncle Cal says, I got that rock star treatment in the Philippines. Thailand was a new place, and I wanted to experience it. But at the same time, I didn't really know too much about it. This was back in 2016, 2017. So I wasn't really big on the YouTube thing. I wasn't watching other people travel because I was traveling a lot myself. This was, you know, something that I was used to doing. So I was used to going to places by myself. In this specific occasion, I ended up going with 2 of my black co-workers, females, and it was still a good trip. That's why I say, man, y'all be talking about black women this, black women that, bro. Black women be dope sometimes, or majority, or half the time, or majority of the time, if you find the right ones. Like, I don't base like what one black woman does to me and compare it to the whole every black woman or whatever. That's just not my experience. But nonetheless, we talk about Thailand. So off rip, once I got out the plane and got to border patrol or passport control or immigration, met a badass Thai chick, man. I'm talking about nice golden brown skin, hair down her back, tatted up, piercings in her face, man. I was like, okay, you know, and she didn't approach me, but she gave me choosing signals, and it wasn't on no P for P type time. I know a lot of the time you could watch some of these travel vlogs, and their whole point of interest is P for P. Is like, you don't have to do that when you travel a lot of these places, man. Like, I get asked that all the time. A lot of guys are like, man, Pookie, like, do I gotta pay? Like, I'm not really into the paying thing. Can I meet a normal chick? Are there chicks out there who just want to date normally to where I ain't gotta, you know, pay them for sex? Is it like non-prostitute, non-mangos? Yes, there is. Every country I've been to, I've been able to at least date without having to pay for sex. I would say, let me make sure. Cause I'm not against. I don't care what another man do with his money. What you do with your money is your business. But what I'm saying is, for the guys out there who, you know, don't feel that it's morally, you know, or don't feel morally inclined to do things like that, I'm saying you can, you know, experience the full girlfriend experience without having to pay for it. So off rip, that's how that went. But I want to go into something more, like, you know, more in detail. Like, I met a nice chick in the airport, and then from there, so the baddest chick I could say I came across that had all her body parts. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my story about how I got bamboozled in Thailand. Was a chick who worked in a hotel. And the crazy part was, I stayed in this hotel for like 1 or 2 nights with my female friends, my black female coworkers, and I ran across this beaut, bro. She was freaking gorgeous, and I was nervous to talk to her because I was just like, bro, this was in Pattaya, so she was damn. Oh no, was this in Phuket? No, she worked in Phuket. Wherever, I think it was Pattaya. Yeah, she lived in Phuket, but she was working in Pattaya for like when the college semester was out or something in that nature. But I'm talking about, man, nonetheless, this chick was gorgeous, man. Brown skin, curly hair. She had dimples, man. She had nice full lips, and she had a booty on her, bro. Like, that's not too typical in Thailand. And, you know, she was talking to my homegirls and stuff like that, but she wasn't really even giving me no attention. You know what I'm saying? She was talking to me too, but it was like, you know, it wasn't on no tight time. I didn't feel like she was even interested. And what ends up happening was we exchanged numbers, and she ends up coming out with us later that night. And we went to a club called 808. I think we went to all the hip hop clubs on the strip or whatever. But I think this night we went to a club called 808. In that club 808, man, that's where there's a lot of mangoes and a lot of buy me drink girls and stuff like that. Buy me drink girls are girls, buy me a drink. She gonna ask you all night to buy her free drinks for whatever reason. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so I'm like, man, so we go out, and I'm talking about, she was in her hotel uniform when we met her. So she was fine in that, nigga. But I'm talking about when she came out, I was like, oh my God, bro, this chick is cold. Now the vibe switches up. The vibe switches because one of my coworkers, she was, how do I say this, man? Me and her had messed around, but she was also bisexual, so she liked girls too. So what she was talking to me about was she was trying to set up the play. And I was with it, but when she was doing it, it was kind of seemed like she was trying to keep it to myself, because I still knew she had feelings for me. So it was kind of low key like, I'm gonna set up the play, but I'm gonna set it up for myself. You can't have, you know, if you ain't gonna have. She was doing it like, if you ain't gonna take both of us, you ain't gonna get one of us. So I was like, man, it's not about to go down like that, cause like I don't wanna lead you on. Now we homies. I don't wanna lead you on, and I don't wanna do this and do that. So I'm like, man, let's just, may the best man win. You feel me? So while we at the club, shorty getting a drink on, and now she in my ear. So I'm like, well, shit, you feel me? I mean, I thought you was digging my homegirl. She was like, no, she's pretty, but you know how it go. They ain't really got no moral obligations to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So she feeling whoever she feeling. We at the club, me and her dancing, and I'm dancing with the other chicks. I'm still trying to get this 2-for-1 deals, this 2-for-1 special going on. But at the same time, I gotta be cautious because I don't want to end up with nothing. And at this time, bro, I'm dealing with them, but like I also run across another Thai chick in the club who was also mad attractive. So I'm like, damn, what's going on? Like, I'm getting some attention out here. But I didn't really know the politics of Thailand at the time. So the other chick, the chick that I'm dealing with, she's brown skin, and the other chick is also brown skin. They similar in the face. They both, slim with a little booty, long hair. They similar, but the only thing is that I like guarantee, bro. I don't like wasting my time with somebody who may be coming to the crib. And there was another common factor. When she came, or when we was out, this random Hispanic guy pops up. And he's at the club with us, and now he is pulling up on the chick from the hotel. So I'm like, who is this guy? She invited him out. But yet she was acting like he was like trying to compete with me for this chick. And I'm like, bro, it's not even that serious. Like, you could tell he didn't like me. Where was he from? He wasn't Dominican. He was Panamanian. He was from one of them countries where he could have passed for, he could have passed for a mixed dude or, a light-skinned black dude, whatever. But he was from one of them countries, and he was pretty much, whenever she would come over in my vicinity, he would kind of pull her off to the side, try to get her back to his area. And I'm like, man, I'm not about to compete with this dude. She invited him out, so I don't know why she would do that. I thought she, later on when I talked to her, she explained it like, well, shit, I thought we was just all going out as friends. I had met him earlier. He wanted to hang out, and he was texting me, so I told him I didn't really necessarily invite him out. I just told him where I was going to be at. I was like, man, what up? I ain't got time for that. So like I said, he back and forth with her. My other homegirl, she off to the side. She kind of ain't digging it when me and the girl get by ourselves. So I'm like, man, look, whatever. It was another chick in the club. I found she was mad attractive, and I just started dealing with her. I left all that extra shit on. I'm like, man, I ain't got enough time to be back and forth dealing with all this craziness, man. So the chick I ended up meeting up with, she had on like black leggings, a little black tube top, but she had on like those rocker boots. You could tell she had a tattoo like said, I love mom. Like, she had like a bunch of rock tattoos. Man, she had like the Kiss. She either had this or like the Kiss, the tongue out, the Kiss sign or whatever. But she was a rocker chick. So I'm like, whatever. But she was freaking on your boy. She was out there with her homegirl. And I'm like, well, shit, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I at this time, I feel like the man, because I got a black chick who on it. I had the other Thai chick was on it before a dude popped up. And then I got this new chick. So I'm like, man, I ain't stressing. It seemed like it's going to be a easy time for your boy out here. And I'm like, oh shit, you feel me? I ain't got time to waste, because I had like an excursion in the morning. I was doing like little touristy shit. I ain't do too much, but I did some touristy stuff. I didn't want to just go to Thailand and just my whole focus be on females. But I did definitely go out there for vacation. So it was the parties, do some sightseeing, taste some food, and then, see what the women was hitting on. So at the end of the night, man, and like I said, they party to the motherfucking morning. I don't do that shit. I be ready to go. I'm like, hey, look, shawty. So I tell the girl, and we did stay out pretty late, bro. So I ended up telling the girl, I said, hey, man, you ready to go? You coming back with me? And her friend, she was like, hold on, let me talk to my friend. Let me ask my friend. So we end up going to McDonald's to get something to eat. I got her something to eat, and I got the friend something to eat, because I'm trying to be nice at this point. I'm like, bro, the sun is coming up. you know, I'm ready to go, you know, get my back rubbed. That's what we call it, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm ready to go get my back rubbed. So we head back to the crib. We got them. And now this, like I told you, I improvised. I really wanted the chick from the hotel. Because if I was comparing them, she was better. She had that innocent look to her. She just looked more innocent as compared to the chick that I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? They both was nice looking, but you know, I always choose the innocent one over, you know, the good girl over the bad girl, bro. And we get back to the hotel, and the other chick is blowing me up like, hey, where'd you go? Why'd you leave? Where you at? You know, woo. Man, I must have put that phone down and, you know, went to business. Woke up the next day and I was going to my next location because I said, like I told you, I was only there for a week and I had multiple locations I was supposed to be going to. So after going to my next location, I'm like, shit, you know, I was like, I finally hit her back. I was like, what you mean? You had your guy out there. I didn't want to interfere with that. And she was like, nah. She was like, no, me and him are not like that. We're just friends. I'm not interested in him like that. I was kind of interested in you. And I'm like, well, shit, you should have fucking said something. So once I come back, you know, I spent the rest of my time out there in Thailand, and then I go back to Japan, and shorty is still hit me up. Like she was hit her phone, video chatting me every day, calling me. You know, she kept good conversation with me, bro. We kept in contact. I still got her damn number. I just don't talk to her obviously no more. She ended up, you know, years, because I only went to Thailand once. I didn't feel the need to have to go back. You know what I'm saying? I went, you know, maybe now I would go back, but back in that time, there was like no need to go back. You know, I got to experience it. I went to Bangkok. I did Phuket. I did Phi Phi Islands and stuff like that, which in my opinion, bro, Phi Phi or Fifi, whatever you want to call it, it is a waste of time, bro. It's super, unless you go like during off season, it is a waste of time, G. It's so packed, you ain't gonna get no nice pictures. It's just a waste of damn time, bro. Like I was pissed off when I went there. Like, it's a good party if you want to just go drink with random folks, or you go drink with your people, but to actually experience the tour where they take you from this little island to this island to this, it's a waste of damn time. I would just recommend staying in the city, bro. And for me personally, bro, I was a big fan of Bangkok. I would personally, maybe I'll leave that for another story. I'll do why I prefer Bangkok over Pattaya. But anyways, nonetheless, man, yeah, man. For all the guys who ask, can you just date a regular chick in Thailand? Yeah, I feel like you can. I didn't have an issue with it. I didn't really have to do the whole P for P thing when I was out there. And I feel like if I actually lived out there long term, I would have a better experience. But nonetheless, man, that was just a recently asked question. Can you deal with regular women in Thailand, or do you have to deal with prostitutes? So if you got something out of that, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe to the channel, because that's what I'm here for. And it get cold in these streets. Bundle up.